and just feeling mentally drained all the time. And if you are one of those people, you should give Saffron Co a try. Saffron Co is a natural wellness supplement brand built on saffron, one of the
To
world's oldest and most researched botanical.
she on commercial. Happy 4th of July, even though it's and technically the 5th. I got here as fast as I could. Obviously, I couldn't put anybody to sleep until, you know, everybody ran out of fireworks or until, you got that loud thunder bang that sent everybody in the house. So I did have to wait before trying to put people to bed. Cole had tapped out. He was like, "Yeah, I ain't gonna make it." I was like, "I understand." Um, and then of course I had to.
Moments where she publicly forgave the accused killer of Charlie Kirk, Erica says that that moment wasn't scripted. Here's what she said at the summit. I prayed on it. I wrote that speech broken apart in between waking up at like 2 to 3 a.m. because I sleep with my daughter now. And so it's very acrobatic. Throughout the day, I'd wake up and I would just write what's on my heart. I always found writing to be super cathartic. I just have, it's just a thing. And sorry, I did not expect to be crying this morning. So blame it on the
You're not.
allergies in Chicago for the summer. Um, but it was one of those things where I was thank you, putting it all together. And
She ain't
I
crying.
sit with my pastor before the night before, and I read it through, and I told him, I was like, there's one thing in here that I haven't added. And I told him what it was. And I said, I just really need to pray on this. I said, this is not something to be pre-scripted. There's going to be something in the moment where, if it is meant to be said, and I truly believe it, I want the Holy Spirit to convict me to say it. I don't want to say it just because to just say it. I want to be totally freed. And I do not want that man to have any peace, my heart, my soul. That would destroy me. That would destroy my family and my kids. Um, and how many times has God has forgiven us for everything? And again, it's not to condone. It's unbelievably painful. It's the worst thing you could ever go through in your entire life. Um, but when I said that, it was because it was something that, and again, it wasn't scripted. Um, and I just knew that saying that was my moment of being able to literally make a statement against Satan, saying, you can take my husband, you can try to divide this country, but I refuse to let you take any piece of me. Saying that Satan took her husband was a poor choice of words. Many people are interpreting that statement as a Freudian slip,
Mm.
saying that I don't believe that's what she meant. Like, I'll be fair. I think she meant to say that evil took Charlie, and I agree with that statement. But she also claims that the moment from the memorial wasn't scripted. She wants us to believe that it was a spontaneous utterance when she said, that man,
Right.
forgive him. Please, first of all, did anyone notice how recently on her podcast she once again whispered the word, like, for seemingly no reason? Yeah. Um, okay. Just to give context, in that podcast, they were talking about loving and appreciating your husband as a wife. And then while crying, Erica very oddly whispered, okay, just like she did at the memorial. That man. Everything she does just feels so scripted. But going back to the main point, it is just not possible that she didn't script the I forgive him line. Let's look
Take it.
tape up.
Hello, look. I was finna get on your head. Hi.
Man,
Young. I'm well. How are you? Thank you for asking.
Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do.
They know not Okay. She funny though. Look, sick of Erica ass. I am sick of Erica ass. I'm telling you. Oh, I thought I was a gorilla a few minutes ago. Now I'm a flower. Okay.
Is very clearly reading off of her pre written script. She says, "On the cross, our Savior said," she then looks down at her lines and begins reading off the paper. "Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do." That line was written on the paper, and we see her reading it. It's
Wait.
a misquote, 2334 says, "Father, do not know what they are doing." She misquoted it, but the meaning and intent stands. That was obviously her segue into forgiving the killer. Jesus asked for forgiveness for those who were responsible for his crucifixion, and Erica used that scripture to tee up her line about her giving forgiveness to the person that persecuted her husband, the accused killer. And after she said that, she looks down and continues to read, and this was what she said next.
I forgive him because it was what Christ did and is what Charlie would do. The answer to hate is not hate. The answer we know from the gospel is love and always love.
So she's clearly reading off of the paper
Right.
when she said, "I forgive him because it was what Christ did and it was what Charlie would do." How could she say it wasn't scripted when the whole paragraph was about forgiveness? If you remove the line, "I forgive him," then that entire part of the speech no longer makes sense.
And again,
She's lying. It's obvious that she's lying. And do you know what the Bible says about lying? The devil's a liar. I
Phenomenal. Uh, uh, uh,
What I'm trying to figure out is why lie about that? Is there something inherently wrong with forgiving someone who is accused of murdering your family member? No, I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong with that. Many people do it. I do wonder if she was instructed to say that she forgave the killer, perhaps by the person who actually wrote the script, because nobody really believes she wrote the entire script by herself, like, please. Or maybe it really is just because she doesn't want us to think she's inauthentic, which we do and we will continue to think. Another claim that she addressed at this educator summit was about her fashion line Proclaim. Now, not to toot my own horn, but a few weeks ago, I did a members only appearance on Darren Coleman's podcast.
yes.
During that stream, I did ask him, like, is there any evidence that Erica was actually giving out these sweatshirts? For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, when Erica first started her Proclaim fashion line, which was incorporated in January 2019, 4 months after she began dating Charlie, she said that for every sweater someone bought, they would receive a second sweater to give to someone in need, or they could opt in for the Proclaim team to do it. Now, she has never given any details about how this was actually executed. For example, was it at the end of the month? Meaning, at the end of the month, the team would take the sweatshirts that they had and go and hand them out. Was it quarterly? Was it annual?
It rhyming words.
So, like, she never gave any details about what
At rhyming words.
her
Can't rap.
where they showed, hey, on this date we went to the community and gave out X amount of sweaters. Like, none
No.
of that information has ever been published.
Right.
At least that's what I can
No.
any evidence that she handed out these secrets besides the promotional material that she shot for her website and social media. So, on Darren Coleman's podcast, I
Yeah.
brought this up.
Uh-oh.
Where's the evidence that she ever handed out these sweatshirts? Much like she spontaneously forgave Tyler Robinson, she spontaneously brought up the Proclaim fashion line when she was at this educator summit. And so it makes me think that
She
there's
watching you.
people on the internet, their comments members only streams. Trust. I know they watch our videos.
Flavor.
Like,
This ain't no flavor, honey. This is shea butter and coconut oil mixed together, obviously. I just mix it together and put it inside of a little container, leftover container that I get from the seafood market. All that damn butter that they be trying to give me. High blood pressure and shit.
As for people watching. As a matter of fact, after I did this video, my channel started being targeted, specifically the videos about Erica.
Do you think that was a coincidence?
I don't believe in coincidence.
Ooh,
Never address this publicly because of the Streisand effect.
right.
When you say something, it becomes bigger, the bigger target. So I didn't say anything because I didn't make a big deal of it. I'm not going to tell you how
Okay,
they targeted me, but they did. I have low key been trolling them in my videos
clearly.
because they targeted me. It just pissed me off. And
For
it
sure.
even more because she just lies so much. Okay. But anyways, that was a side note. At the Educator Summit, Erica claimed that during COVID, she stopped handing out these extra sweatshirts because of social distancing.
We've expanded over the course of, gosh, it's 10 years now that I've had Proclaim, but I built it in a way where I knew that once I got married and entering that season of life, and once I had my children, I wanted to be fully focused on my husband, my children, and just our family. And so I was able and blessed enough to build something that I could have self sustain operating on its own so that I could then be with my kids all the time. If I wanted to pop into meetings, I could. If I wanted to create all the different, designs that we have, I got to. I was very blessed to be in a
Oh, now.
hard to make it to what it was, and then I could go and spend time with my family in that new season of life.
You, KK Gamer. Do you even in class room? Oh, summer. What is that? Summer school with no content. Ooh, be suspicious of those YouTube channels with no content. You don't have no YouTube short, no YouTube regular, long form video. You ain't got no community post, nothing. 12 subscribers. Where's your content at?
Incorporated portion of the give back factor is Bible in 365, where you read a Bible cover to cover in a year. That's the most important part, because once COVID hit, it was no longer here's your second sweatshirt to give to someone in need, because I didn't want someone to get jumped, to be honest with you. During COVID, things got really kind of
What?
with interactions with people and with wearing masks, not wearing masks, became a whole thing. I said, I do not want the liability of that. Instead, our give back factor will be the gospel. Keep it, people don't just walk.
She just be talking.
Wasn't incorporated until January of 2019, and on the Wayback Machine, it doesn't show an active website until August 2019. Now, maybe there was a website that was up and running earlier than that, but I couldn't find it. Okay. Also, she has deleted all the old Instagram posts and Facebook posts, so it's very difficult to find what Proclaim was doing back in 2019. But nonetheless, it was
Stopping by, my
2019.
love.
Course, a year later, COVID happened. So that presumably leaves a very small window of opportunity to so-called hand out these sweaters because, as she said, she didn't hand out the sweaters because of COVID. So you want to see something interesting? What I found while looking through the old Brooklyn websites is that during COVID, instead of giving the extra sweaters to homeless people on the streets, Brooklyn began donating blankets to the Phoenix Rescue Mission and giving cash donations to other various charities like the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. At least that's what the website claims. However, in 2023, instead of continuing to donate to charities, Erica began collecting the money to Bible 365.
Instead, our give back factor will be the pinpoint of like, hey,
It'll
when you
just
purchase
be
something,
between you and I.
proceeds of that go straight to our Bible in 365 program, where you do get to read the Bible cover to cover. We have the community of Bible in 365 all together.
Maybe she got tired of pretending to give back to charity. Of course, charity. You're right on. Anyways, that is all I have for this video. With Erica, who is pretending to give stuff away, allegedly, I do actually have a giveaway coming in July. It is a really amazing giveaway from a sponsor that I'm going to be working with, so stay tuned. I promise you that it will be worth the wait. I've actually been wearing some products in the quarantine in this video. Hint, hint. Anyway, if you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button. If you're not yet subscribed, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you check.
Yeah, twice. Okay, so we know she be lying. My God, it happens. People just be lying. It's okay. I don't. I don't even be taking it personal. Oh, you know, you be lying. Gotcha. Okay, my love. I understand. Give me a second. I was trying to give myself a thumbs up. I'm gonna come in and give myself a thumbs up. Hello, hello. Thanks for dropping by. First of all, scoot back because you're kind of close. I'm looking at the screen and you're very close. Scoot back. Scoot, scoot, scoot back. Okay, let me see what's going on. Let me see what's going on this algorithm. This one right here was scary. This oh, guess what? Biden Hunter is gonna be on Vlad TV. Oh my God. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. This right here. Oh, uh-uh. Hold on, let me fix it. Check, look at this. Look at this foolishness here. When I tell you, y'all need to be cleaning out them lint vents, them dryer lint vents. It says it on there. It says clean before each use or after. It's one of the two. Look at this foolishness. Look, 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 look. She told me she didn't even know it had one. How? Let me show you. Oh, what is this? Oh, okay. Hold on. No, 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 no. I found it. I found it. Let me show you. Let me show you the other one. Let me show you the other one. Child, I didn't watch. Don't judge me. This is one of them YouTube channels that you can watch with the volume down. Real nice and quiet. Give me a second. Let me find it where she was at. And he found $100 in there. I remember that one. Oh, here it is. Oh, oh, look, 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 look. I know you. I know damn well you look. Look, look, look at this fool. Look at this foolishness here. Look at this foolishness. Pewty lazy. Pewty lazy. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm waiting for Biden to come over there on Vlad, whenever that'll be. He already let us know he's coming. So I'm just waiting for him to come. There's nothing going on this algorithm today. I think I done refreshed it too many times. Who did I start with? Leslie. Should I go back to Leslie? I feel like I should go back to Leslie. Where's Nate? He over here in Brooklyn. It should be Comedy Central Saturday. That's what I should call it. I don't be live on Saturday, so you see how I'm over here fumbling the bag. Look, and they what is he doing? He's so damn silly. I got it. I can fix it. Come on with that music. I mean, it wasn't nothing but a beat, so don't do that. But still, what's she like?
7 years.
Give or take.
Okay. Or it's COVID how it started. She was your homegirl and then y'all got locked in the house. Okay, so y'all been dabbling for a while, and now you just went ahead and made it official. Okay, okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Outstanding. They been gay like this a while. Okay. Isn't that crazy? It was the fact that you, the most qualified person in the room, it's part of the whole shit. What'd you say, shouldn't? Huh? Yeah, like that's how y'all. That's you got to step into it and put it on. And,
Right.
but hey, what do you do for a living? Do people rely on you? Okay, you drive cars. Oh, that's why the lines be so goddamn long. They got your slow ass behind the glass. You work in the DMV, so you what do? You literally give people their licenses. You name several different things. The Audi and DMV are two different things. When people buy cars, you make sure they got their license registration on the way to their house. Okay, which is real easy because you just be like, new car sale. It's an Audi. Okay. And what do? You day trade? You get to that money yet? You doing you getting in and getting out of there real fast? Are you doing the one where you gotta follow the candle? Okay. You rich now from that? No? You still learning? Okay. What was your best day though? Or if you had to tell people why you do this for a living? Hello? If if this ain't gonna work, you need to go get a job. Because you need to want to get out, but your brain won't let you move the mouse and click the button. This is a simple question. What is your best day? She's like, see, I could possibly be asking y'all the wrong question, but I'm gonna let you answer. Huh? One more time. A little less than 1,000. So $996. Okay. What was your worst day? We were like, you lost everything? But what you put in? About $3, $4? And the whole 100 was gone. The part that f***ed up is how fast it's gone. He's like, all right, let's see. I'm gonna jump in right now. Yeah, damn. Be gone quick. How y'all doing? Everybody took pills at the same time? Let's see what you're doing. Here's what we found out. In the time it took you to go to the bathroom and back, she lost $1,000. She's a day trader. She's not too good with the candles. So, oh, and then her girlfriend. They, oh,
Oh.
thank you. And you don't know about fake dick. You want to pee? Okay. You want to see a pee? The way you said it just now sounded a little freaky though. You're like, I'm trying to see what that be like. I heard you. You just want to pee, right? This makes you normal. If you just want to pee, that's a normal thing. Oh my God.
What's different? I'm confused.
What's your favorite color?
Exactly. Something simple.
That goddamn baby needs some help. Yeah, who drove? Who was in charge of the trip? Them? They planned on this? Hey, how long was y'all lost? Move over here, then I'm coming back to your side in a second. I want to talk to the Portuguese man out of our way. Outstanding. What is the country colors? I haven't seen Paraguay. Oh, it don't jump out at me, you know. Oh, okay. It's not stars and stripes then, it's something else. What does y'all's look like? An X or is it just a lion on one side and a sun on the other? On the other side of the flag? So you got a double-sided flag? Is that normal? You're the only country that two-sided flag? So when the wind is blowing east, y'all be like, this is a line. Wow. What's the line on the back mean? That has to mean something, right? So the liberty is front facing and the strength is behind. That's gay.
You sit there, stupid.
So with two sides. So huh, I gotta look this up.
Hey, I'm literally looking it up.
There's two versions. Because I'd be like, this is the back.
I don't see it.
Very gay.
I don't
Right there.
With Upwork, it's
look.
great.
I was over here looking it up too. I'm like, and I don't even know I went to that bit. I should have just typed it on the computer. Right. Everybody looking it up.
Uh, okay.
That's
So
not
it's
what I saw.
where's the lion at?
Exactly. It's look this fun. Look.
Okay. Okay, I see it. But I've never heard of that because when you turn our flag, it's just the same thing but the other way, and you see all the stitching. Y'all got somebody that's famous? Is there like a famous pair? Keith? What they call y'all? Paraguayans? Wow. And so who's the most famous Paraguayan on earth? Your goalie? A soccer player? Know what you talking about? What's his name? Shut the f- I don't know. His name is Valderrama? Does that sound right to you? You're wrong. That's wrong country. Since you know every goddamn thing.
To my close enough.
What's your name? Lance. Yeah, it was shiny at head.
That motherfucker glistening.
Laz. That's not your full name. Your name is like Laz Lorenzo or something. What's your whole name? Somebody named a brand new baby Laz? Lazio. So how come when I said there was more to your name than just Laz, you said that Laz was all that it was. And now all of a sudden you forgot a whole IO. It's probably just a Y. Now I want to talk to the Paraguayan. Is there a large Paraguayan community here in New York? It's just you. How many did you say? About 600? Or maybe 6,000? About 6,000. Okay. Do you recognize other Paraguayans when you're out? You can see them when you see them? Sometimes you think they're just white, huh? Yes, you do. You right. Is your woman laughing at you? Oh, you set them up? You're like, we're gonna sit right in the front, look them in the eyes, and tell them all that Paraguay shit you be saying. Let's see how it goes. Make sure you mention the lion in the back. You been with her? I see you. 7 years married or no? Okay. Okay. Another COVID couple that survived. Huh? Pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID.
Little Bambi leg. Over here.
Big day.
You guys quarantined together? And that's when you fell in love? Hello? Like, it's a trying time. Oh, it was a month ago, man. People ain't never been that around their person that much. I had a homeboy. He was a marriage counselor, and he said halfway through that quarantine shit, he just had to pivot. Instead of saving couples, he was just like, "All right, this is how you gonna split the house up." And he had to pivot. He like, "You stay upstairs, she stay downstairs. Get you a college dorm refrigerator for the downstairs." And people be like, "Fuck that! I want the big refrigerator." Like, you don't got that much power. You don't have the right connections for it downstairs. I don't give a fuck. That nigga live in the basement. People arguing everything. So y'all made it through the and came out stronger on the other side. You love her. Scale from 1 to 10.
Oh, did you say 7?
How much you love him? They lying.
Right. I'm like,
Oh, how much you like her? Yeah, that's not the truth. And I had to ask that because that like and love are two different things. Love. It's like day trading, man. Some days you up 1,000, other days you down 100. Quick.
shoot,
So my
you were ready to use that one too. Yeah.
interesting. How'd you meet her? You were a contractor? You were her company. You built a yoga studio? And so you
Oh,
started building and just started fucking. So, so you were you're like basically yes. That's what I should that's my flag. Turned into Simba. So so you were just like hammering something against the wall, and she was overdoing poses. You saw her ass tooted up, and you stopped hammering, and then you came over and talked to her. Then you start hammering again. So this your first time seeing her, you was like this.
he laughing.
That's how it started. That's an amazing origin story.
Right. Uh-oh.
You hunted her down. You know. Hunted her down is crazy. What about you right here? Anti-so club. That's your lady right there with her arms crossed? This your lady right there with her arms crossed? Are you guys pissing these women off? Why are they sitting on standoffish? All three of y'all came back like, what the fuck? What is
Nate's so funny.
Tony on? So this a couple, that's a couple, and that's a couple? Got it. So we got a big old triple day, and everybody knows each other. All the girls is homies. Okay. You can find that women, y'all was not right for yourself. Yeah. That out of y'all, especially you with the hat right there. Boy, you hard to look at. What?
He took their head off.
Shit. You an astronaut? Nigga? God damn, what did that hey? That boy, y'all remember Rich Boy? Rich Boy bought a new Cadillac, throw some G's on that. It's him right there. Yeah, yeah, he got extra teeth and everything. But y'all do look good together. When once she's near you, you look good. When you buy, I'm like, that's a cute couple. As soon as you try, like, how'd you meet your girl? You was running down on her. What you mean? How you what?
Oh, that ain't even me.
What you about to drill? Is he saying he was about to shoot you? What? Where I'm from, running down on somebody, that's exactly what the fuck it mean.
Right.
Where are you from? Okay, so running down, you literally were just outside jogging. I think it sound when you run. And so, where were you at? Oh shit, you ran past the pool? So she was in her whole bikini setup? She was out, she in the water, she come out, do one of them slow motion. She hit you with the goddamn, I want the nine, please. The room. No, I don't know what you mean. Ran down on her. She was at a pool in a bikini. She came up with the slow motion hair, and you looked
Right.
at. So you just said it,
Oh.
like it's like a saying where you're
Right,
from.
right, right.
What part of
Face.
like this? Maryland. Okay, he didn't say that when I asked him where he's from. You didn't want to represent 10 plus 20 years. 30 years? It's 10 plus 20.
Ah.
What's wrong with this boy? What? You can't save him, man. He on his own now. What's your name, sir? Jason? You okay? Okay, so you've been living in Jersey for 10 plus 20 years. What the fuck does that even mean? Is that 15? Are you trying to come between 10 and 20? Okay, but you was born and raised in Baltimore.
No, Maryland. Oh my goodness. Maryland.
PG County. Okay, so Prince George County, Maryland. That's where you lost your virginity. That's where you from. Yeah, where
Exactly.
you understand? Where'd you lose your virginity? She's like, I ain't from nowhere yet. Ain't nobody from yeah, shit. I do the fuck. Okay, and so how long you been with your girl right here? Y'all look good together. You look good, but you look like she might be whipping your ass tonight. Just based on first look, it look like before you go to bed. For earlier, and then how long you been with her? 7 years. Okay, and so you hollered at her. What was that pause right there?
Right.
You even put your head down a little bit. You like you was ashamed. How? Is that what you want me to ask you? No, if that's what you processed in the car on the way here, I want to ask you in the order that you prepared yourself to answer questions in. Because this crowd is a little slower than the other. Well, so so first question was how long, and you want the next one to be
Where y'all met?
I'll ask. Where did you meet her? No, I want you. In Italy? Y'all was at a hotel party during COVID? Are y'all Cape Verdean or something? Where y'all from? Same jersey as him? So you in a away jersey, he a home jersey. So you were at a hotel party in the middle of global pandemic, and you looked across the party, you were like, oh, it's kind of cool. Yeah, look, that's a bad this motherfucker. I look at that one right there. She was like, hi. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Snacks are trash. This sauce is tasteless.
You so racist.
Oh, whole pepper. Okay.
So
Man, I had this girl. She was trying to date me back during COVID time, and I didn't like her. And there was something I don't know. I went over by her house or something, and she was like, "Come in." I was like, "No, I don't want to come in. You can help me move my table." So I go in there and I help her move her table, and she was like, "In my goddamn face." I said, "Would you cough on me?" See, because I got COVID and now we got to quarantine Kevin. Tried to have me stay at the house for 14 days straight. I left. I got everybody sick. I ain't staying over there. So you met her in a hotel party. You pulled up on her. You were like, "Oh, su corazón" or whatever. What's your name? Alex. And yeah, they both named Alex. That's basically masturbation when y'all fuck. So you're like, "Hey, my name is Alex," and she was like, "Shut the fuck up. My name's Alex. Mine's actually Alexandra." He was like, "Me too. My mom." My Alex got dropped some of the letters off, not like Lazio. I got those shiny head. Hey, Georgia, let me-
I haven't seen Nate in a minute. I needed this refresher course. That's
And then there's another
in
couple.
the back. Yeah. Uh-oh. She put that. Yeah.
What's your chain say? Y'all gotta head out? Y'all gotta do or something? Yeah, give him a hug. They're like, "You did so good." He's just talking to people. Red, go with him, man. Get their phone number and shit, man. They beautiful. Damn, boy, you a comic, boy. You supposed to get all the phone numbers. Shit, now, let me talk to Nelly and Nishanti, please. Put your hand over the lens. They looking at themselves. There's a couple of little narcissistic. What's your name? Benny? Manny. Okay. And then this your lady here. How long? Okay, so y'all the youngest couple out of everybody. Okay. Which one of y'all ain't gonna make it? If you had to vote, which one of y'all ain't gonna make it? They're gonna make it a longer than because he don't even know. He won't even realize it's over. He just be showing up. He too goddamn dumb. He gonna miss all the signals. And then the Alexes, yeah, they got too much domestic already. They done been, yeah, they've already been through enough shit. Like I might as well stay. What the fuck? And then Manny and Diana. That I didn't expect that. You can show her. She look young for that old ass.
Yeah.
Somebody Diana Ross. You don't even know. You just got
Right.
an old ass in 2026. Diana.
Ooh,
You know it's the whole song. Dirty Diana. Oh.
don't sing it. Look, I'm like, don't sing it, Nate, please. Okay, come on, Leslie. 'Cause I did start with you, honey. Like, I ain't forget. You know I ain't forget my love. She had some little music or something playing out. Let me let it ride real quick. Um, well, her little intro and she's right. I forgot who that was. Too short. Ain't that blow the whistle? Mm-hmm. Look, I'm like, that's too short, ain't it? Look at Leslie Ann. Okay, makeup. Ooh, braids. Ooh, oh. Oh, that damn Leslie so funny. Look at her ass. Look at Leslie ass. I wonder is that the music that they play? Cut motherfucking shouldn't piss me off. Look at Leslie ass. Okay, box braids with the high pony. Yeah, yeah, already. I'm talking about look. She be so amped up. She be so amped up. I'm glad that everybody has learned from Josh, you know, recording your little putting it on your YouTube channel and stuff. Oh, them old school comments, honey. I don't know how they was making it back in the day. Speaking of old school comments, her ass with all that hollering and sweating shit that she used to do on stage. Look, 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 lipstick, lashes, makeup. Okay. Look at Leslie Air.
To me.
Look, look, look. Okay.
You TMZ, you know? But now I got just
Okay.
I rid of my not all of my homegirls, you know, I need to ride sometimes, you know. But I got these type of friends, white girlfriends.
Oh, oh.
White girls fucking love me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, G White.
A couple of weeks ago, she was like, yo, I want to go see a medium. I was like, see, that's why I don't really fuck with y'all. Y'all always trying to talk to dead people and shit. Like, what's your fascination with dead motherfuckers, right? Like, I don't want to talk to no dead people, especially the dead people from my fucking life. I'm stepping up on, why you masturbate so much?
Oh my God, Leslie.
Grandmama here, ancestors here. Your great grandmama is seeing this and that. I'm gonna talk to no fucking body from my life. And my homegirl's like, no, but you know, my aunt died, you know, and I want to, you know, make a connection with her. You know what? I'll tell you what your aunt said. Ooh, it's hot down here. Ooh, ooh, it's why, it's why. The devil keep fucking me.
Oh, Leslie. I believe that was like maybe 3, 4 F-bombs. I'm gonna have to pass on that, my love. I can't do that. Sorry, honey. Um, Sammy dropped the video yesterday.
This year, the United States is celebrating its big anniversary. 59 years of being Israel's bitch. Isn't that sad? We're at 250 this year, you know? Yeah, people always talk about 76, 76, but no, 67. When the codependence started, it sunk our ship. Yeah, I don't know if you know the history, but basically the war that the 6 Day War in 6 or 7 days, 6 7 in June of 1967, there was a war, and Israel basically occupied more land than it even had before. And the U.S. is like, I like your style. We should be friends. And then Israel's like, how about I sink your ship? And then they fucking sunk our USS Liberty. You're like, you're flirting. How about I start giving you billions every year? That's it. That's basically what's been happening. Wow. And we're now in this toxic relationship. It's so toxic. Okay. I know toxic relationships because I've been in one. You know what I mean? The main reason why the United States and Israel's relationship is so toxic, aside from both being genocidal entities, okay? I guess that's number one.
Mm.
Number two is, you know what I mean? Always check the zodiac first. That's relationship 101. The United States was born on 4th of July, which astrologically makes us a Cancer.
Mm.
Which explains why we popped up and grown so many places in the world. Where does the Cancer? Yeah, the crabs, as they call us. It's crabs, open seas. Yeah, we're Cancer. In Israel declared itself a state on May 15th. That makes it a Taurus. Yeah, which is why it's always on some bullshit.
He witty with them words, ain't he? What is she damn eating? Witty.
It's the crab in a bull. Yeah, it's like a crab being bullied or a bull getting crapped. I don't know which way it's best to look at it. But you guys are from Alberta, you like bulls, right? So, but yeah, it's just it's like we're supposed to be this nation of independence, but we're the land of free healthcare for Israel. That's what we are. That's what our founding father Benjamin Netanyahu Franklin would have wanted. As we celebrate the Great Balfour Declaration of Independence. It's all about the Benjamin. BBB. So we're doing the 250 thing this week, and I know you guys have Canada Day going on tomorrow. Yeah, it is interesting. You know, you guys have that one the same week that we do. July. Yeah, so yeah. I don't know, is that coincidence? Is what? The stampede. Oh, yeah, and you have the stampede. Oh, yeah. But it's fucking connecting dots here. Why is the stampede always somewhere between Canada Day and the 4th of July? Huh? That's some bullshit. But the stampede is not like how does long go? Like a week, it goes on for like 10 days. And is it always the same date or always roughly around Canada Day? It's what? Oh, it's the first Friday of July. Okay, but it's the 10 days leading up to that. Follow. So it hasn't started. Oh. Okay. So now looking at places today where it's like stampede. Okay, well, they're actually doing their version of Stampede in Washington D.C. Yes. Yeah. Stampedophile. Yeah. Yeah, but
Well, um, mm, like this has been fun. I'm pulling up on an hour. It wasn't that bad. Look, Gabriel dropped. Oh, jeez. Oh, sorry. Compilation. Look, compilation. Drewski Drewski has no chill at all. Um, oh my, he has no chill. I was looking for somebody. That's Cisco. Oh my god. I'll be back tomorrow or today. You know what that means. um, for oh, it's this. Yeah.
I need to launch a campaign in 2 weeks. Let's see.
AI can be a transformational tool in our fight against climate change. It's just on all of us to wield it effectively.
Non-trivial has the potential of civilizational destruction. There's like Terminator, but it wouldn't quite happen like Terminator because the intelligence would be in the data set. The robot's just the end of mechanism.
We're really optimistic about the for AI to help scientists cure, prevent, and manage all diseases in this century. AIs can now drive cars, manage energy grids, and even invent new molecules. It's sort of like we just discovered a new continent with 100 billion people on it and going to work for free for us.
Some robots will eat some jobs, and some robots will kill humans. But when you look at the trend as a whole, I think it's going to be incredibly positive for humanity.
Artificial intelligence. Today, we are inundated with analysis and projections. Will it transform our societies? And if so, how? But rather than examining what AI systems can accomplish, let's look at how they are produced. The billions of data necessary for them to function, for example. Who generates them? Who prepares them? And under what conditions? Are artificial intelligence systems really artificial? Or are they made of blood, sweat,
She's supposed to be my charger. What am I gonna get my charger?
My name is Alexis Chippy. I am a researcher. I am a sociologist and computer scientist. Leader here at the Bicom, which is the research group that sits in this office with all data, algorithmic systems, ethics. Also hier ist die Zeit nach dem Menschen technischen Bereich. Ja, und Zeittechnik tatsächlich. Ja. What is AI? It's a tricky question and it's a tricky concept. Because when we talk about AI, we generally are talking about the so-called intelligence systems. So systems that are supposed to conduct tasks without the help of humans or without humans intervening. But that is not true. When we talk about AI and when we talk about so-called intelligent autonomous systems, we are talking about humans doing work behind the scenes. And I think that's what most people don't know, that AI is just a bunch of work, it's just a bunch of resources, it's just a bunch of labor coming together to produce an outcome. I think the fact that most people don't know about that is probably intentional. It is about creating a narrative, it is about creating a myth around these systems. And I think it's very intentional that those parts, those bits of labor sources have just been remain concealed from the public's eye. You select a task here. A text appears and you're asked whether it's correct or not by clicking yes or no. Then you describe what needs to be changed and confirm it by selecting yes. The company owns an AI tool. We determine if it works correctly or not. When you start, you get €3. After 2 months of working in prison, you get €4.62. That's only for a day's work? Yes. The questions here are about the construction industry. We determine if they're correct or not. It's not really my thing, but there aren't any better options.
Seeing female prisoners working for an AI system to construct buildings sounds rather far-fetched, doesn't it? Think AI has nothing to do with you? Let's think again. Siri or any other voice-activated assistant that provides us with weather forecasts, recommends a fabulous restaurant or the best time to go to the movies, is also AI. The same goes for a real-time enhanced photo or that virtually instantaneous translation provided by Google. In fact, when we use a search engine, there's AI. And when we converse or chat with one of our bank's virtual representatives, a so-called chatbot or conversational robot, that's AI too. We use AI data, often without realizing. And whether you're talking about OpenAI, Meta, DeepMind, xAI, or those who work with finished female prisoners, all these AI companies need the same thing: data. Billions and billions of data.
Websites your competitors don't want you to.
That's facts. Of course, I have to feed Koa, give him some breast milk. I'm totally trying to put him back to sleep. And out of nowhere, you just hear this random loud bang. Of course, at this point, we can't even justify fireworks. I'm like, they full blown gunshots at this point. So random. Cause I'm like, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, people just don't know how to let it go. Oh my God. Especially.
I'm
Literally.
a senior economist at the research department of the International Labour Office. And I've been working here at the ILO since 2008. ILO is a tripartite institution which comprises of employers, workers, and governments. There's a lot of talk about AI development, and there's quite a bit of hype about it. And we do see a lot of AI tools and products and services today. But I think it's time for us to take a step back and understand to what extent all this is AI, or is there some humans part of it? Yes, humans are part of it because they do a lot of computer programming and algorithms, but it doesn't end there because there are lots of invisible human workers behind that AI was doing data work and feeding into the system so that the algorithm can be developed further and the models can work.
Exactly.
There is a report from the World Bank that appeared last year in which they actually argue that there are around 150 million data workers and 430 million data workers around the world, which sounds crazy, sounds like a lot. But it does also correspond with a trend that we have observed, and that is that the number of data workers and tasks available have grown exponentially in the past years.
See what I mean? It's like, look at Kylie. It's okay. Meta. Them look like a different kind of glass. Them ain't Ray-Bans, are they? Those look like Christy glasses. Christy.
As a result, hundreds of millions of data workers, men and women, are employed around the world. So what does this work actually entail? When we mention artificial intelligence, we inevitably imagine the sound of brilliant engineers tapping away at their keyboards in open spaces, bathed in Silicon Valley's Californian sunshine. What if this was just the tip of the iceberg?
I'm Arnab Das. I'm from Kolkata, India, and right now I'm 29 years old, and I'm currently pursuing my master's over here. I'm working at a company where I annotate and label data that's based on image or text. Currently, I'm working on image classification. So in this, we are given some images and some options. Like for example, currently the image is of an active fire, and I have been given options here like active fire, smoke, foggy, or clear. Building is burning, so which can be classified into an active fire. And now I go on to the next. So this is an image of a penguin, but behind it I can see a lot of water, and that's probably an ocean. So I just mark 4 points, and that's water. And then I submit. So this is how I train AI models.
And it also depends on the projects that I get. So sometimes there are only images, pages and pages of images, which I need to classify. And because of what I've studied until now, I can successfully, with a 98% success ratio, I can label them. Imagine you have an image of a particular road. You have the trees, you have the footpaths, you have vehicles going around, you have buildings. And the idea is to ensure that a driverless car is able to somehow detect all the things around them and identify them. So a data worker, what he or she does is she basically annotates what a car is, what a bus is, what a cycle is, what a footpath looks like, what are the shrubs, so that when a car is going, it can easily recognize, oh, this is this, and easily move around. The problem with these models is exactly that it is set up at a certain moment of time, and the world is changing on a daily basis. And then it has to adapt and catch up to that. And that's the reason why it needs more and more information, more and more evidence, more and more data. That's also one of the reasons why data workers are indispensable, because you have to keep feeding into that system.
Indispensable.
Data, AI needs information. It
Right.
needs data to build its models. That's how it works.
Did you hear that? Indispensable. Sound like I want a quote about indispensable. And
Right now I'm marking groceries, coffee products on supermarket shelves with a select tool.
No, poco como ves.
My name is Anna. I came to Bulgaria from Ukraine because my city was very close to the Russian border. I was extremely worried about my daughter and her future. I felt scared and lost. Then came a turning point. A loved one died. 2 days after that happened, the humanitarian corridor was opened. Before that, my city was surrounded by enemy troops.
But the flow doesn't just transcribe what you say, it understands what you mean. Watch. Hi Haley, the budget section is.
When the corridor was opened, we were able to leave. That was a few years ago now. My daughter and I arrived here at the end of March 2022. I'm not allowed to disclose my income. The amount I'm paid is confidential. I'm not allowed to talk about it. I don't know if I'm paid well.
Yes, you do.
So my expenses vary. My salary is often not enough. So I had to take on another job. I currently have 2 jobs. So we can live and not just survive. In many cases, data work is portrayed as a work that many do because they have no option and or no other options. And the reality is that the conditions are so bad that in many cases that is the truth, right? Like, why would you do this if you had other options? I've met many data workers in different parts of the world. I've been to different countries like Bulgaria, Argentina. I worked with people in Venezuela, in Kenya, in Syria, in Lebanon, in Brazil. Probably I'm forgetting some country, but if we add all those countries together, we can say with a high degree of certainty that data work is most commonly outsourced.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what that button was. It's like this button here on the screen. Let me see if you can see it. I didn't know what this button was. See this plus button down here? It just took me to their homepage, which I thought was quite interesting. I just saw a random button. Was being frisky.
The global south. It's not just a random occurrence. This is probably by design. Because these platforms and also the companies I was referring to, these BPOs, they tend to target specific countries in which the economy is in crisis, in which salaries are low.
Good
Why
point.
is it only the global south? Why not in the global north? That's a big question that we need to also ask. Why? Is it because in the global south, the institutions are weak, there's a huge unemployment problem, and workers would be willing to take anything and everything into it, where labor rights for many does not exist? Or is it that this also happens in the global north, but it is not done by citizens of the country, but it's done by refugees or migrants? This all shows that they target populations that are desperate. They never pay enough to offer these populations or these workers a way out. They never pay enough so that these people can leave the slum or they can save up to send their kids to college. They just pay hardly enough for workers to make ends meet, to survive, to eat that day, but not tomorrow. You never know.
Ooh, you gonna eat that day, not tomorrow. It's crazy.
Okay, right now, the project I'm working on, it's about evaluating 2 responses of the bot. As you can see, these are prompts. User, are there any helpful techniques or tips for smoothly transitioning between synthesizers and electric pianos? Now, these are 2 responses by 2 different bots, response 1 and response 2. As you can see, I do read the first response and the second one.
In the meantime, in between time. Trying to see if I can hear this dude. I thought I heard him. And then I think I done exited out of my window. One second.
Synthesizers and electric pianos. Now, these are two responses by two different, both response one and response two. As you can see, I do read the first response and the second one. I compare, and finally you leave a comment on how you have evaluated $0.83. Yeah. They give you 12 tasks per day. When you do the 12 tasks, you can make $9 in a day. I can work up to 45 hours a week and more, up to 60 full time. I'm fighting for my daughter to live a good life.
Hey,
To grow, I like that I went through. I want her for the she grew and have a great life.
I feel like we all want that. What was she getting paid? $9 a day or something? Disrespect.
Data work is performed on the platforms and how data work is performed in companies, in these outsourcing companies. In all cases, this is outsourced data work, right? So they are working for tech giants. So in the end, the client or the final boss is big tech company like Amazon, Google, OpenAI.
Mhm.
Those are the people profiting from data workers. When it comes to platforms, and in the videos, it is different. They are the topics they have, the workplace that they go to, and those offices, they have very strict rules because of how they did what they call the product control. Some of the data workers that's collaborate with that standard order that's during the training phase, the data classification has just included the cat pictures, something that could be, honest. It could be the kid inside of the lens. But then when the job really started, they started to realize that the material was far more pure than that than the cat pictures. that I find that I really I used to have nightmares, especially when I watched a lot of murder cases. That cases, especially if it's involves when I watched a lot of boxes during the day, I would have difficulty sleeping. I would rather go out and, where people really crowd. I also felt like I really for myself because like very fast. It's kind of a like out or just to be helpful. And it kind of led me to the job of civil coach. Today there's still traces of the PTSD or the things that I'm going through, that is why I'm still going for therapies. I hope my anxiety not to help me if I do this. Okay. Okay. We just take the whole letter. All right, we can continue that.
Go to Chicago, Bozeman today. It's there for the on flights, early summits, everywhere. And as a reason, it's the first piece of science brand. With no information that's but I think that methods until you realize it's one to do shape out different smells or stage. There's a reason so many explorers call it
I think we all know how this is about to be ready to go. Let's see the comments here. Why? We put some words. Oh, I think we got it smart. Oh, I think we got it smart. Hi. Hello. 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 Really? He is demanding all of my attention right now, so I must go. Unfortunately, but it has been fun. It has been a video review. You ready to do some popcorn? I don't miss what my friend because I don't want you to waste it on. You want to the home. Oh, look at him. He is smiling. And hi. I'm hungry. I got microphone all over the place. And then now I gotta clean up. And now I gotta pack up. And I have to get all this stuff together. Yes. You ready? What you doing? What are you doing, juicy man? What are you doing? You just like coming up here. You just like coming up here. What you doing up here? Yes, what you doing? Trying to touch on stuff. Trying to grab on some stuff. What you doing? No, get on from down here. I'm finna put you down. I'm finna put you down. Let me scoot the dates back
So in the meantime, in between times, okay, love you. Bye. Maybe say